In our modern world, we are surrounded by an unprecedented abundance of food choices. Supermarket aisles stretch for miles, filled with products from every corner of the globe, each vying for our attention with vibrant packaging and compelling claims. This abundance presents both a remarkable opportunity for nourishment and a significant challenge for our health. While many foods offer a wealth of nutrients, phytochemicals, and fiber that can protect and sustain us, others, often the most aggressively marketed, may harbor risks that accumulate over time. The distinction isn't always clear, and navigating this complex landscape requires a critical eye and a firm grounding in scientific evidence, not just marketing slogans or fleeting dietary trends. The purpose of this video is not to induce fear or promote a restrictive, joyless approach to eating. Instead, our goal is to empower you with knowledge, to pull back the curtain on what the vast body of peer-reviewed scientific literature has to say about the foods we consume daily. We will explore the mechanisms through which certain foods may contribute to chronic disease, examining the data from large-scale population studies, meta-analyses, and randomized controlled trials. This isn't about sensationalism or clickbait headlines. It's about translating complex science into practical information that can help you make more informed decisions for yourself and your family, fostering a lifetime of well-being through conscious dietary choices. It's crucial to understand the concept of dose dependency and cumulative risk. A single serving of a questionable food is unlikely to cause immediate harm, a fact often used to downplay potential dangers. However, the real concern lies in habitual consumption. The subtle, incremental damage from daily or weekly exposure to certain compounds can build up over years and decades, eventually manifesting as chronic conditions like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, or cancer. We're not talking about acute poisoning, but rather a slow, insidious erosion of our physiological resilience. The evidence we'll discuss is based on these long-term patterns, revealing how consistent dietary choices shape our health destinies. Therefore, as we embark on this journey through the top 10 most concerning foods, I encourage you to approach the information with an open and analytical mind. The evidence presented is a culmination of decades of research by thousands of scientists worldwide. It reflects a broad consensus within the global health and nutrition communities. Our aim is to provide a clear, unbiased synthesis of this evidence. Every point we discuss will be rooted firmly in published research, allowing you to see beyond the advertising and understand the potential health implications of what's on your plate, based not on opinion, but on the best available balance of evidence. We begin with a category of foods for which the scientific evidence of harm is so compelling that major global health organizations have issued formal warnings: processed meats. This includes items like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, ham, deli slices, and jerky, meats that have been processed to enhance flavor or improve preservation. In 2015, after reviewing over 800 studies, the International Agency for Research on Cancer made a landmark declaration. They classified processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen, placing it with asbestos, alcohol, and tobacco. This doesn't mean eating a hot dog is as dangerous as smoking, but the strength of evidence is equally robust. 22 international experts concluded processed meat consumption causes colorectal cancer. For every 50-gram portion eaten daily, 2 slices of ham or 1 hot dog, colorectal cancer risk increases 18%. The mechanisms are multifaceted. Nitrites and nitrates added as preservatives react with amines in meat within our stomach's acidic environment. This forms N-nitroso compounds that damage DNA and colon cells. Smoking and high-temperature cooking introduce polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and heterocyclic amines. These form when fat drips onto hot surfaces, creating carcinogenic smoke. It's a perfect storm of carcinogenic potential. The risks extend beyond cancer to our cardiovascular system. Sodium nitrite and nitrate promote oxidative stress, impairing our endothelium, the inner lining of blood vessels. This leads to atherosclerosis or hardening of arteries. High sodium content causes hypertension. A single serving contains substantial daily sodium. This forces the heart to work harder and damages artery walls. Risk increases for heart attacks, strokes, heart failure, and kidney disease. Processed meats are high in saturated fat, elevating LDL cholesterol. This contributes to plaque formation that can rupture and cause heart attacks. Large cohort studies following thousands for decades show higher processed meat intake links to greater cancer risk and increased death from all causes. The World Cancer Research Fund advises eating very little processed meat. The safest intake level is quite simply none. Next, sugary drinks. This includes sodas, fruit-flavored punches, sweetened teas and coffees, and energy drinks. They are high in added sugars like high-fructose corn syrup with virtually no nutritional value. Sugary drinks drive obesity and type 2 diabetes. The sugar influx strains our pancreas. The metabolic disruption extends to our liver, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. These liquid calories contribute to weight gain, and the effects on dental health are severe. In summary, sugary drinks offer no health benefits and pose significant risks. Choosing water is a powerful strategy to protect against chronic diseases. Number 3. Artificial trans fats. For decades, these fats were hailed as a miracle, providing a cheap, shelf-stable alternative to saturated fats. But scientific evidence made it clear this convenience came at a devastating cost to our cardiovascular health. Trans fats increase bad cholesterol and decrease good cholesterol. This creates the perfect storm for atherosclerosis. Data links trans fat consumption to coronary heart disease. The World Health Organization has estimated eliminating these fats could prevent tens of thousands of deaths from heart disease each year. The FDA banned partially hydrogenated oils, but trace amounts can still exist. They were ubiquitous in store-bought baked goods, frozen pizzas, and fried foods. Emerging research suggests trans fats promote inflammation. Read food labels carefully for partially hydrogenated oil. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Coming in at number 4 are refined carbohydrates. This includes foods that have been heavily processed, stripping away the most nutritious parts. We're talking about white flour, white bread, white rice, pastries, breakfast cereals, and pasta made from refined wheat. The refining process removes the bran and the germ, which are packed with fiber, B vitamins, iron, and other essential micronutrients. What's left behind is primarily the starchy endosperm, which the body digests and absorbs with alarming speed. This rapid absorption is the root of the problem, setting off a cascade of metabolic consequences. This causes a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels. This blood sugar roller coaster has immediate effects, and over the long term, strains your pancreas and insulin signaling system. This chronic overstimulation is a primary driver of insulin resistance. It promotes fat storage, increases inflammation, and is the stepping stone to type 2 diabetes. The other issue with refined carbs is what they lack. By choosing refined grains, we miss crucial protection and consume empty calories. The solution is to prioritize whole carbohydrates like whole wheat bread, brown rice, quinoa, and oats. By swapping refined for whole grains, you can stabilize blood sugar, improve nutrient intake, and take a significant step towards better health. Our 5th category looks at artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. Marketed as calorie-free, they're in thousands of products. But research suggests this metabolic-free lunch may have hidden costs. Studies suggest they may interfere with appetite regulation and glucose control. The link to metabolic syndrome is concerning. Research shows artificial sweeteners can alter gut microbiota, potentially leading to glucose intolerance. This could foster unhelpful bacteria, leading to microbial imbalance. Instead of substitutes, reduce reliance on intense sweetness and appreciate natural flavors for long-term health. Next, we explore fried foods. Deep frying transforms food, creating a unique texture and flavor. However, this comes at a cost. The primary issue is the oil absorbed during frying, often low-quality vegetable oil high in omega-6 fatty acids. This drastically increases the caloric density of the food, contributing to weight gain. Studies link frequent fried food consumption with higher body mass index and increased risk of chronic diseases. Restaurants often use partially hydrogenated oils for frying because they are cheap and can be reused. High temperatures degrade the oil, leading to harmful compounds and free radicals that can damage cells. Frying can also form acrylamide, classified as a probable human carcinogen. It forms in starchy foods during high-temperature cooking. Advanced glycation end products, AGEs, also form during frying, contributing to oxidative stress and inflammation. These accelerate aging at a cellular level. Limit fried foods and opt for lower-temperature cooking methods. Let's explore the world of processed snack foods, engineered for hyperpalatability. Food scientists use this term to describe products so intensely flavorful that they override our body's natural satiety signals, encouraging overconsumption through unhealthy fats, refined sugars, and excessive sodium. This contributes to chronic diseases. These fats promote weight gain and drive cardiovascular disease. Refined carbohydrates cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and can lead to type 2 diabetes. Sodium defines this category. High-sodium diets increase the risk of heart attack and kidney disease. Processed snacks lack nutritional value. They are empty calories, leading to being overfed yet undernourished. They are laden with artificial additives. These are not really food, they are designed for maximum profit, not health. Replace these with whole food snacks to flood the body with protective nutrients. We now shift our focus from processed foods to a natural whole food that carries significant risk when consumed improperly. Eggs. Specifically, we're talking about raw or undercooked eggs. While eggs are a source of protein and nutrients, they're also a notorious vehicle for bacteria called Salmonella. Salmonella enteritidis can contaminate eggs through two routes: present on the shell surface or infecting the hen's ovary and contaminating contents before shell formation. Even clean, uncracked eggs can harbor dangerous bacteria within yolk or white. When a person ingests raw eggs containing salmonella, the bacteria survive stomach acid and multiply in intestines, causing salmonellosis. Symptoms appear within 6 to 72 hours and include diarrhea, fever, abdominal cramps, and vomiting. For most healthy individuals, illness lasts 4 to 7 days and resolves without treatment. However, for vulnerable populations, infection can be serious. This includes young children, the elderly, pregnant women, and immunocompromised individuals. Infection can spread to the bloodstream, causing bacteremia. It can cause meningitis, brain inflammation, or osteomyelitis, bone infection. The risk is never zero. FDA estimates 1 in 20,000 eggs is contaminated. With billions consumed annually, that's significant exposure. Avoid raw eggs in homemade mayonnaise, Caesar dressing, hollandaise sauce, tiramisu, and raw cookie dough. Proper cooking eliminates risk. Heat kills harmful bacteria. Cook to 160 degrees or 71 Celsius. Both yolk and white should be firm. Runny yolks carry higher risk. Use pasteurized eggs for raw egg recipes. Pasteurization kills bacteria without cooking the egg. Available in supermarkets in refrigerated cartons. Safe handling prevents cross-contamination. Store eggs refrigerated in main compartment. Wash hands and utensils after egg contact. Raw egg whites contain avidin, which binds biotin. This prevents biotin absorption. Cooking denatures avidin, ensuring full nutrition. We now turn our attention to unpasteurized dairy products, commonly known as raw milk. Proponents claim it's a healthier alternative to pasteurized milk. But what does the science say? The evidence points to a significant and frankly, unnecessary risk. Pasteurization is a simple, yet life-saving, heat treatment process designed to eliminate harmful pathogens that can be present in raw milk. These aren't just theoretical dangers, they are well-documented threats to human health. The list of potential contaminants in raw milk reads like a who's who of dangerous bacteria, like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. Unlike pasteurized milk, which undergoes a critical kill step, raw milk provides a fertile breeding ground for these harmful microbes to multiply. Listeria, found in unpasteurized dairy, can be devastating, especially for vulnerable populations. Pasteurization effectively neutralizes this threat, making it a non-negotiable step for public safety. Why risk a severe illness for a negligible nutritional difference when safer, healthier alternatives are readily available? This brief exposure to heat is sufficient to kill off the vast majority of harmful bacteria without significantly altering the milk's nutritional profile. Studies show that outbreaks of foodborne illness linked to dairy products are disproportionately caused by unpasteurized varieties. The protective shield of pasteurization is our best defense, a simple step that separates a safe beverage from a potential vector for disease. Public health recommendations from virtually every major medical and scientific organization strongly advise against consuming unpasteurized dairy. For the sake of your health and the health of your family, choosing pasteurized dairy is a matter of evidence-based safety. Finally, high-sodium foods. Sodium is essential, but modern diets far exceed needs. Excess sodium increases blood volume, raising blood pressure, also known as hypertension. Hypertension often has no obvious symptoms until damage is done. Over time, high blood pressure leads to atherosclerosis, forcing the heart to work harder, potentially leading to heart failure, heart attack, or stroke. High sodium intake is a modifiable risk factor for cardiovascular disease. We only need 500 milligrams of sodium daily, but consume much more, straining our cardiovascular system. Reducing sodium lowers blood pressure and protects arteries. Most sodium comes from processed and restaurant foods. Be aware of hidden sodium in canned soups, cured meats, and even bread. Read labels and choose low-sodium options. Shift to whole, unprocessed foods, and cook at home to control salt. Use herbs, spices, garlic, and citrus for flavor. Build your diet around whole, plant-based foods to lower blood pressure and protect your heart. Throughout this video, we've journeyed through the science behind 10 of the most potentially hazardous food categories, from the carcinogenic compounds in processed meats to the hidden sodium straining our hearts. The purpose has not been to instill fear, but to empower you with knowledge. Understanding the evidence-based risks associated with these foods is the first and most crucial step toward making informed decisions for your long-term well-being. It's about recognizing that what we choose to put on our plates has a profound and direct impact on our health, our vitality, and our longevity. The power to build a healthier future truly lies in the choices we make every single day. The key takeaway is not necessarily complete avoidance, but rather a conscious and significant reduction, prioritizing a diet centered on whole, unprocessed foods. This starts with becoming a savvy consumer. Make it a habit to read nutrition labels and ingredient lists. Look past the marketing claims on the front of the package and focus on the facts on the back. Choose foods with simple, recognizable ingredients. And whenever possible, shift your diet towards whole plant foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, which are naturally free of the harmful additives, unhealthy fats, and excess sodium and sugar found in their processed counterparts. Embracing healthier cooking methods can also make a world of difference. Instead of frying, try baking, steaming, broiling, or sautéing with water or vegetable broth. This simple change can dramatically reduce your intake of unhealthy fats and the formation of harmful compounds like acrylamide. Experiment with herbs and spices to season your food instead of relying on salt. These small adjustments, when practiced consistently, compound over time to create significant positive health outcomes. It's not about a restrictive diet. It's about adopting a sustainable and enjoyable lifestyle that nourishes your body from the inside out. Ultimately, your health is your most valuable asset. We encourage you to be a critical thinker, to question marketing claims, and to prioritize evidence-based information from credible scientific sources. The science is clear. A diet rich in whole, plant-based foods is one of the most powerful tools we have to prevent and even reverse chronic disease. By making informed, mindful choices, you are not just eating, you are investing in a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. Thank you for watching, and we hope this information helps you on your journey to optimal health.